I just received an email from Holly about the process. It just came across my screen from OAPSB. I haven't opened it, but it just popped up.
That,
So,
that, that's probably what I sent the other day with the Qs and As,
oh, all right.
because I sent it to them and they were going to broadcast it to all the section 10s.
All right. So that's just what came across it. When I open it up, I'll probably see that. All right. Thank you. That finished item number 13. Holly, are we up and running then?
Yes, Chair, you're back on YouTube now.
Emily, thank you. All right. Item number 14, new business. That was the item added ATVs. I think this was you, Bill. You're muted, Bill. Sorry.
Muted, Bill.
Sorry, guys. Is that 14.2 then? Is that we're moving
Is
to?
it-
Or we?
Is it the same one, Faye?
No, so we had the complaint about speeding on Danforth.
Oh, right.
And then 14.2 is the concern from taxpayers about ATVs out the
Gotcha.
other weekend. So 14.1 speeding.
So let's deal with 14.1 speeding on Danforth. Sorry, I'm out of sync there.
It's okay. I think I'm up on that one too, because I got the initial email. And this is the section from basically Castle Hill Drive down to Ontario Street, like this law. It's about roughly a kilometer of downhill stretch with houses on both sides. The lady involved, I think she had been in the paper there a number of months ago. She's gone everywhere else ahead of us, which I never really all that happy about. We didn't get any opportunity to do anything before she involved the press and signs in front of her own home to slow down and so on. And I guess as an afterthought, she's finally come to us. It is a long downhill stretch with houses on both sides. It's a good paved road. I can't imagine that it's beyond beyond reality that we have some speeding going down that hill. But this is the only complaint that I've had. There's no other supporting neighbors that have come forward, just this lady. So I think we should at least need to go with what we would normally do in a situation like this, would be get her in a line for the Black Cat, see if we can get it put up at some point when this road comes around, to help the OPP see if there really is an issue or not before they expend a lot of time and resources on it. They may want to have a cruiser just sit one day or two just for observation purposes, but I think if we get the Black Cat up, that's probably the logical step. See how serious the speeding really is before we make any other drastic steps. I looked yesterday to see if there was any, really easy place to put up our mobile speed sign, and there's paved sidewalks, and I don't know if there's really a place there that we could safely put up the speed sign. I'll just throw that open to anybody else, to Mario who's present, what he would like to do.
I can certainly, I will pass on this information to our traffic sergeant, Collins, and we'll get on that right away. Can you tell me again whereabouts on Danforth? Do we have a specific area?
Yeah, it's Castle Hill Drive to Ontario Street. It's a long downhill section. Most of the complaints about speeding are going downhill, obviously, but that road, Danforth goes right up to the 45, but the section they're complaining about is from the top of the hill down to Ontario Street. So
that's not a problem. I will forward that to Sergeant Collins as soon as we're done.
Yeah, I'm going to get back in touch with the lady. So I suppose if she did see a vehicle there a time or two, it would probably help. But I really believe we need to get our Black Cat out there so we can collect some stats. And if the problem's not that severe, well, we can, we've got something to go by.
Yeah, for sure, not a problem.
Does anyone know where the Black Cat's positioned now, and how many other places? I know we had Theater Road, and
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't have that info either.
So Bill, you'll speak to the citizen then and let her know what our response is?
Yeah, I told her that I would get back to her after this meeting, so I will do
All right,
that. Yeah.
perfect,
So
perfect.
is it our roads department who puts up the black cat, or is it, I believe it's our roads department that
Faye?
positions it, is it not?
Okay, so the OPP has one, the black cat, and then we also have our solar speed sign, which is that larger sign, which yes, our public works puts up.
They put up the solar speed sign,
Yes,
but the OPP have possession of our black cat right now?
I believe so. Yes, that's what Jeff has mentioned. Yes.
Okay, so I'll leave that with you, Mario, to find out, if you would, please, where it's positioned, and if it could be, if this Danforth section of Danforth could be put in the line for it to be moved there at some point.
Sure. Yeah, like I said, I'll get on that today.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you, Muriel. Drop us a note and let us know what's happening, please.
Absolutely.
One thing I'll bring up, Bill, we have a meeting next Monday with the Public Works. And I know that there's been issue there with signage, and I don't know if that's been corrected or not for people to, before any charges could even be laid, there had to be enough signage to.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll double check on that and make sure that's been done.
I didn't notice any signage when I was there yesterday. I
Okay.
wasn't even sure if it was a 50 or a 60. So yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I'll double check and make sure that gets done anyway.
So
So
noted. Okay,
so maybe for Mario's interest, then they don't jump on this right away. There's no sense you guys doing something and winding up, having expended your energies for nothing. So Mark, did you say Monday was your meeting?
Yeah, we have our Public Works meeting on Monday, so I can bring it up then, and I can send you an email afterwards if you like, Bill, if you want to send it on. whomever.
That would be good. Yeah, I think you need to include detachment commander or Mario so that they know that we,
Okay.
when the signage is going to be in place. There's also some trying to enforce something that's not enforceable.
Absolutely. So,
Okay.
okay,
Thanks.
that's cool. All right, anything else on that particular matter? I think it's well-handed, so we'll wait to see where it goes. Thank you. 14.2 then is ATVs. Likewise, Bill.
Thank you again. Jeff asked for a copy of our interim bylaw. I did send off an email to Kate yesterday. I'm not sure if that got forwarded to Jeff or not, but I'll follow up on that today. So the interim bylaw basically maintains status quo in our municipality until June. We're hoping to be able to make a definite decision by then. I know that we're blessed to have Emily with us now. Her skills, her tech skills are really proving valuable to us. We're involved in social media now, and I know she's setting up a program that's basically a public format for input. I believe it's called Bang the Table, and we're hoping to have that set up in the near future so we can actually have some sort of a survey, get some real results from
Good.
our constituents, so we have something to go by. Because I can tell you, council's in a no-win situation.
Absolutely.
We are
Guaranteed.
going to have our butts kicked by somebody, and we're going to have our arms
Guaranteed.
raised by others. So there's no win or no lose or whatever you want to call it, but we can't please. So that being said, this complaint is from Banzi Drive, which is I think it's a north-south road up to the lake. It might actually curve around actually, but the complaint is saying that it's not just so much that there's ATVs out there. The part that's upsetting is that the speed that they're going at, the youth of the riders. He's very concerned about. There's also dirt bikes, and they're not wearing helmets, and it's a little isolated road. I'm not laying the blame on anybody for happening up in there, but now that we have the complaint again, we need to have an OPP presence up there, perhaps on the weekend. As Jeff always said, show the doors and let them know that we're aware of the situation going on. Again, I don't think it's unusual that we'd have some ATVs on a road like that, but it's the manner that they're being driven in that's the most upsetting to me. So again, open up to any suggestions from the board or from Mario, how you want to direct it. Again, I need to get back to this ratepayer
Well,
Yeah.
I think now that we all absolutely appreciate that the bylaw has been in place and it's status quo, then we treat this as we would treat any ATV complaint. And that is, yeah, let's show the doors and its enforcement. And that's what's in place in the current township. So over to you, Mario, and however it is that you and company would handle that.
Yes, Bill, I can tell you that I haven't received a copy of that bylaw as of yet. But again, I totally agree with, the concern with the manner that, they're being driven, and as well, the complaints of no helmets and whatever else. So again, as soon as we're done, this information will be passed on to our traffic sergeant Collins, and we will have someone get on that right away. And specifically, myself, I have an enduro bike, so I know that usually the weekends is the time, right, that these things happen. So we will for sure have our traffic unit out there this weekend and monitoring.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to fly the
Perfect.
colors and show that we're there. And we'll be looking for a copy of that bylaw. I'm sure Inspector Martin will be as well.
You don't have friends on Bamsey Drive, do you?
No, I don't.
Just checking. I know Emily's on board with us. Emily, I'm sure you've heard the conversation. Is it a big deal for us to get a copy of that interim bylaw forward to the attachment?
No, I made a note of it here so I can get that in.
Thank you, Emily. Perfect.
Thanks lots.
Yeah, perfect.
Thanks, everybody, for giving me my time.
Okay. So again, no motions required out of that, just the sharing and
I don't think so.
concerns in our community. Thanks one and all. And over to you, Mario, on both those cases. And I appreciate the way you've responded. Thank you. All right, that's item 14.2. The next meeting date is April 22nd. Same time, same place, I believe, unless it'll be other than virtual, and we'll let you know at that point. But as I've been advised by the clerk that the council has determined that all meetings of council and committees will still continue as virtual until otherwise. That's what I understand. Okay.
Through your, yes.
Okay, great. So that's where we'll see you on the 22nd.
Just one
If not
second
before.
on dates to remember.
Yes,
We, the May 27th one conflicts with the spring conference.
yes, it does. And you and I
know
are
you're
both
planning to
registered.
go.
And you and I are both registered for that. So maybe we'll opt out of, or maybe at least I can opt out of that part of the conference to do the 2-hour meeting that's basically here. I don't know, Dan, if you're comfortable with that or not, or are you? more
I
looking
just
see
have to look at
meeting?
I just have to look at the agenda to see, Dick.
All right, let's you and I
What
do
we're gonna
that,
miss.
and we'll bring advice back to the next meeting.
Okay.
That work? All right,
Perfect.
so May 27th may bounce a little bit, but we'll get to you as soon as we know that.
Hello, Arthur.
Great.
Hi,
Oh, we have a new guest. Hello, Arthur. Welcome.
hello. I realize you're just finishing your agenda. If I could, is it possible for me just to make one note to the board?
Always welcome. Thank you. Glad you're here.
It's, so I just joined the last little part, heard the ATV discussion. That was great, especially the both the enforcement as well as the upcoming consultation. But I just wanted to flag for the Police Services Board that we are presently working on a parks and parking plan for the township. As you know, there were a lot of concerns within our parks and parking areas in the north, in particular last summer. And we're in the process of working with that. We'll be going to our coordinator meetings next week, some of which you've heard about, and the following week, bringing a plan to council. But obviously,
Good.
be able to bring that information through to the Police Services Board in the future as well. Just let you know that that is in process, because we expect, obviously, continued pressure on our parks and possibly park enforcement this summer as well.
Absolutely. There's a lot of people wishing to find that nice warm weather out there. I can just
Sure.
see it. That will be the issue. We've sampled it already over the last couple of years. That's true.
Teased with it.
Thank you, Arthur, for joining.
Okay, thank
Any
you.
questions for Arthur? No? Okay, great. Again, thanks for joining. So,
Thanks.
all right. Anything else then for the good of the service or the community well-being. Okay, got some work to do, gang. Get underway with it. Faye, can you give me a call later on this morning and we'll start doing some planning for this?
Yes, I
Alright.
can, no problem.
Marty
Okay,
wants to
wonderful.
say,
Have a good
Pardon?
one.
Motion to adjourn? Moved by Mark. Zach, thank you. All in favor? Carried. All right, gang, everybody, thank you. Have a nice day. Great weather today. We're supposed to have some remarkable storms overnight, possibly hail and high winds.